Hey everyone, it's Amanda and welcome back to my channel, Maybelline Home. Today I'm sharing an entryway refresh with a deep clean and a little redecorating. I just felt like I wanted something a little new and different in this space, and I absolutely love how it turned out. If you're ready for an entryway makeover where a few changes make a big difference, then you are in the right place. I'm just starting out here by removing all of the decor from the walls and pulling the table away. I figured that if I was going to redo the decor in this space, then I might as well take care of my deep cleaning goals in this area too. Thankfully, it's a small space with not a lot of tasks, so it was extremely manageable. It's been one of my overarching goals, I guess, for this spring and summer to systematically deep clean my home, so might as well take care of two birds with one stone. If you want to skip the cleaning and go straight to the decorating, I do have the timestamps placed down below in the description, so you can definitely go down there and skip to where you'd like to be. Of course, as a mom of 3 boys, every time a piece of furniture gets moved, there must be a toy or two underneath. I think it's like a law of nature. Honestly, I'm surprised that the ball and Lightning McQueen were the only things there. Normally, I would expect to find at least 2 or 3 socks as well. Now, this project took a couple days to complete, and on this first day, I basically just wiped down the walls, doors, trim and baseboards, as well as patched up nail holes in the wall that weren't going to be used. I wanted to paint over the spackle as well, but the leftover paint that we had in our wall color, which is light French gray from Sherwin-Williams, was absolutely not good anymore. It had separated and was really goopy. So I had to send my husband out for a new can the next day. Unfortunately, I just didn't get to that part today. Now, I had quite a few different wall pieces over the table, both functional and non-functional. Lately, I had just been feeling that it was too busy for my taste now, so I decided to take it down and completely redo the decor on this wall. Now, that meant I had a bunch of nails to take out, but it was worth the work as I love the finished look. It also wouldn't be much of a project of mine if I didn't drop something too. actually had quite a few holes on this large wall from past decorating I had done in this area to fill in here. I can be honestly pretty lazy sometimes, and since the holes were covered by decor that had been on the wall, I just never repaired them, so I'm finally getting around to it now. While I waited for the spackle to dry, I cleaned the doors and trim. I don't think I've done this in a very long time. It was absolutely needed. Thankfully, any marks came off pretty easily. I was worried it was going to be quite difficult, and they look so much better now. I also took this time to wipe down the entry table as well. Once the spackle had dried, I sanded it all down, and then I finished out this day by cleaning the baseboards and vacuuming up all the dust from the spackle. I didn't bother vacuuming the rug on this particular day. I decided to wait and do it the next day, as I was going to replace the mat underneath it as well. I knew it was pretty gross and just needed to be replaced. It was kind of sliding all over the place because there was so much debris from outside underneath. as you can see by the change of clothes, it is the next day. I am starting off by painting over the patched nail holes. I was pleasantly surprised by how seamlessly the new paint looked. They always tell you in the paint store that there is no guarantee it'll end up exactly the same as the old can of paint, since formulations can change over the years, and when they mix it, they can't ever get the color exactly the same. But I honestly could not tell at all. When I went back to put on the second coat, I actually had some trouble finding where some of the patches were. Once the paint was all dry, I finally got to work on the decorating, which is my favorite part. I can be pretty restless, I guess, when it comes to decorating. I like to move things around and do different things. I think that's part of the reason why I like decorating seasonally as well. I just get bored easily. However, the rest of my house really can't support new configurations of furniture or decor very easily. There's really only one way to place the furniture that makes sense with what we have. So I do tend to focus a lot of my makeover decorating on the entry. I think this is the second time in 2 years that I've redone the entry hall. This time I wanted to go with something minimal and a little bit more traditional and elegant. So here above the table, I put this mirror that I had hanging on the opposite wall, which, to be honest, I don't think I've ever really showed you before. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace 2 or 3 years ago. I want to take a quick second here as well and thank you for watching today's video. I am so excited that you decided to spend some time with me today because I know just how precious our time really is. I know that I don't feel like I have near enough of it. For those of you who are new, I am a mom of 3 boys, ages 7, 4, and 10 months, and I love sharing all things home decorating and homemaking here on my channel. So if you are looking for more videos like this one, be sure to subscribe. Now, underneath the mirror, I moved this lamp that I got years ago from Home Goods. If you have seen other videos of mine, you might recognize this from my living room. I do think it's a little tall for this table. I think a longer table and a shorter lamp would look better in this space in general, but I just wanted to shop my home for this refresh. I didn't want to buy anything new, and this is what I had to work with. I love the cozy lighting it brings to this hallway. We tend to use daylight bulbs in our overhead lighting on the first floor because we just don't get a lot of natural light. For instance, this hallway has no windows at all. The only natural light comes from windows by the staircase, and they don't get a ton. They only get enough really to light down here in the afternoon. And especially in the darker winter months, it can feel really dark. So those daylight bulbs really give me a jolt of energy, but I do like some soft white light in the evenings for that cozy, warm glow. To finish the look off, I just rearranged the items that I had here for Easter. I thought about placing my vase of hydrangeas here, but I felt like it was too much white, so I did go back to my Target lilac arrangement from a couple years ago. I love these chicken wire photo frames. I got them a few years ago from Michael's, and they have basically been on this wall ever since. I do need to print out some new photos to put out here, as I don't have any of Casey, my 10-month-old, on them, so they do feel a little incomplete right now. They're not truly representative of our family. I'll be sure to share that in an upcoming video though, so definitely be sure to come back for that. In between the frames, I took this wall art trio I picked up several years ago, almost 9, I think, from Target, and hung them vertically. I'm not one to precisely measure when I hang things on the wall. I'm sure that is probably a little controversial, but I do my best. I just don't have the attention span to really take the time to measure it super carefully. My dad would be so disappointed to know that, but it is just the way I am, and I don't think I'm going to be changing that for a while. After the decorating was all finished, I finally started cleaning the floors. I took out the rug, mopped the floor, and once it was dried, I replaced the rug mat. I'm not sure if it's called a mat, but it's that kind of material that you use to make sure it doesn't slide around on the floor, and vacuumed the rug after placing it back in the room. This runner is not honestly long enough for this space, and I have wanted to purchase a washable runner for a while, but I never got around to it in the past, and since we do plan on hopefully moving soon, I just don't want to make a change to a longer one that might not fit in a new place. As for an update about our potential move, my husband is still looking for a job. He's had a few interviews, quite a few interviews for the amount of applications he's put out, but still no offers so far. We're confident that the right job will come to him at the right time, and we appreciate all the good wishes and prayers many of you have been sending our way. It's amazing to me just how a few simple changes made such a big difference in my home. It really feels like a different space. I feel like the whole look is more minimal and more sophisticated, and I absolutely love it. If you agree, be sure to hit the like button down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.